Today we will discuss about the farming methods. Last time we discussed about the types of farming. In farming method, organic farming, subsistence farming and mixed farming we will discuss. First of all, organic farming. Here, as you know, in today's farming, farmer use more chemical fertilizers, insecticides and destructive. These insecticides, pesticides, fertilizers excessively used for more production, but its effect is destructive. Due to the presence of these chemical and insecticides in grains, vegetables and fruits, it has affected adversely the hygiene of the people, means the health of the people. Those who are eating the food grains, vegetables, fruits, cereals, pulses, which are inorganic, means where more use of fertilizers, insecticides and pesticides, it is harmful to our health. More damage is caused to environment. Such kind of chemical fertilizers, pesticides and insecticides even harmful to the soil, and it cause damage to the environment. The productive capacity and fertility of the land has reduced. When farmers use these fertilizers, then production no doubt more, but it is for short time. Year after year, they use fertilizers in the same piece of land, then the land fertility decrease, due to which the crop production of this land and its quality reduce over a long run. Means initially effect not visible, but continuously for many years farmer do this type of farming, means inorganic farming and use of chemical fertilizers, pesticides, insecticides. Due to that, quality of the land and fertility of the land reduce. So inorganic farming is not favorable for the environment, for the health of the people. Economically it is good, production increase, means the farmers income increase. In that sense, inorganic farming beneficial, but from the point of view of environment and our hygiene, it is not advisable. Now, organic farming is the method of farming in which use of any other chemical or fertilizers, insecticides are not. This farmer do not use chemical fertilizers, insecticides, okay, in farming, and for the nutrition of the crop, dung, cattle's dung, earthworm fertilizer, composite fertilizers are used. Cow urine, neem solvents, buttermilk are used for the protection of crop. That is organic farming beta. This second paragraph of the topic organic farming on page number 77 is your answer. What is organic farming? Organic farming is that method of farming in which here any other chemical fertilizers, urea, NPK, DAP, such kind of, and insecticides are not used for the nutrition of the crop. Dung, earthworm fertilizers, composite fertilizers are used. Even cow urine, neem solvents, buttermilks are used for the protection of crop, and the organic production are full of nutrition. Fill in the blanks. Blank products are full of nutrition. Organic products. It means inorganic products are not full of nutrition. Organic products contain natural taste, sweetness, and fragrance. There are minerals, vitamins, and life energizing elements in this crop. Nowadays, organic products are more in demand, so the farmers also get a good return. Here, one give reason: the demand of the organic farming is increasing day by day. Give reason. For that, you need to write this paragraph number 2. Okay? In organic farming, more nutritions. In organic production, more natural taste, sweetness, and fragrance. Okay? And it contains organic product, either fruits, either food grains, either vegetables, but they contain more minerals, more vitamins, and life energizing elements in this crop. So its demand is increasing, and if farmer grow this kind of organic crop, initially they need to invest more money and less production, but in return the price of the organic product is more compared to the inorganic and hybrid production. So today farmers started organic crop production. Okay, now next point beta, sustainable farming method. In order to see that the soil fertility is retained for a longer time, care is taken for crop rotation, use of chemical fertilizers only when necessary, use of biotic controls for insects, and harvest and water conservation. So only required, then only farmer use the chemical fertilizers in the sustainable farming. In what is sustainable farming? Here fertility is retained for a longer time. For that, crop rotation method is applied, and less use of chemical fertilizers, and so biotic control for insects is the harmful insects. To control them, they use this neem solvents, cow urine, etc. instead of insecticides and pesticides in a sustainable farming. So for a longer time, fertility of the soil is maintained. Okay beta, once again, sustainable farming is the second method of farming. In this farming, to maintain the fertility of the soil, for a longer time, farmer do the crop rotation, and they use less chemical fertilizers, means they use the chemical fertilizers only when required, and biotic control for insects, and harvest, they use the neem solvent, cow urine, etc., buttermilk, etc., which we discuss in organic farming. Here, now next point beta, mixed farming. In mixed farming, cattle rearing, poultry, then here apiculture, pisciculture are also carried out simultaneously along with the farming. In Mehsana district, along with farming, cattle rearing is all the farmers doing, beta. So in our Mehsana district, mixed farming method is adopted by the farmer. Majority farmers are doing the farming, and parallelly they are doing the cattle rearing. So like that, 3 type of farming methods completed. Now we will continue the point agricultural production of India. Now on 77 page of GSTB social science textbook, you can see that here as per the season, the agricultural crop of India can be grouped into 3 categories: Kharif crop, Rabi crop and Zaid crop. Kharif crop, here Kharif crop, difference between Kharif crop and Rabi crop, difference between Kharif crop and Zaid crop. So first I will discuss about the Kharif crop. The crop which are taken during rainy season are called the Kharif crop. Easily understandable, beta. Kharif means rainy season. Okay, it means most probably from June to October, November. Here the time period of the Kharif crop is June, July to October, November. While the Rabi crops which are taken during the winter are called Rabi crops. Here time period for this crop is from October, November to March, April. Here Rabi name why given? October, November to March, April, as you know, there are no cloud in the sky. Sky is clear, and the Rabi means sun. And in winter, there is more sunlight. No clouds are there. For technique to remember Rabi crop, I am explaining you. Rabi means sun. So sunlight is more falls on the earth because during the winter season the sky is clear, and so why the name Rabi. Rabi crop means winter crop. These are taken from October, November to March, April, while Zaid crops which are grown during the summer are called Zaid crops, and time for this crop is from March to June. Here examples are given. Paddy in Kharif crop. Which crops are called the Kharif crops? Paddy, maize, jowar, millet, cotton, till, groundnut, mud are the Kharif crops. Many examples we will learn in main crop topic. Then Rabi crops: wheat, gram, barley, mustard, linseed are the Rabi crops. Example of the Zaid crops are paddy, maize, groundnut, till, millet, and fruits like watermelons and cucumber, muskmelon are the Zaid crops. Okay, so here difference between Kharif crop and Rabi crops you will learn. Okay, one question as a homework I will just send you these important questions on this topic. So here organic farming, as I explain the term, one topic better for you. Sustainable farming, as I explain the term for you, and mixed farming, Kharif crop, Rabi crop, Zaid crop can be asked as I explain the term. Okay, so you need to learn this all methods and this type of farming. Okay, after now 77 page farming methods and agriculture production of India related homework questions I will send you in written. You will learn it, you will write it and be ready for the test. Okay, now below that last line, major agricultural crops, 78 page you are open. This table you need to learn by heart. Okay, major agriculture product of India. All this table, fruits, vegetables, okay beta, condiments, cash crops, beverages, right, oil seeds, pulses and food grains. List is mentioned. You go through it. Then in next lecture we will discuss favorable conditions for the major crops of India, means how much temperature, how much rainfall, which type of soil is suitable for the crop, and in which state of India these crops are produced. Okay, and what does this crop contain, what is its importance, in detail we will discuss each by one major crops of India like paddy, wheat, jowar, millet, cotton, sugarcane, groundnut. All these crops we will discuss in detail, its favorable conditions, leading state, position of India in the world, which country produce the maximum particular crop, etc. and map filling related discussion will be in our next session. Thank you. Jai Bharat.